Everyone, and welcome to the Real Boys podcast. Today we actually got some friends of mine. You have a recurring two guests of Connor and Jacob, and some new friends, Garrett and Tater. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
No, Jacob, because he's muted, because his breath is so fucking loud that he's just listening to us right now. You want to talk about Star Wars, Garrett? Like, we've talked about it a couple of times, but, like, you love it, and I fucking love it, and Tater doesn't. We need to educate him today.
I would love to talk about Star Wars today.
I want to hear your opinions on the movies.
Prequels, they're okay. I mean, you can't really beat them, obviously. Sequels, everything is good except for Anakin Skywalker.
Are you getting that switched? Sequels and then prequels? Because Anakin's in the prequels.
Prequels. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was very...
My bad. Yes.
You're good.
Okay, Anakin's trash. Darth Vader is a
God.
god among men. And then the new ones are okay. I mean, they're nothing to sneeze at or anything. But, I mean, I still think if you watch Star Wars, you should give them a watch.
They're enjoyable. Like, I can tolerate the first and third one.
They have to be enjoyable because they're Disney movies.
Yeah.
Star Wars fans don't like the new ones, but kids like the new ones.
Yeah.
That's true. I believe that's their audience. I don't think Star Wars fans is what they care about these days. It's all about making that buck.
I've seen a lot of creations on YouTube about what Star Wars should be, and I think if they ever do make one in the future, it should be fan made.
Oh, yeah. That would be so cool if they got, like...
That would be cool.
A ton of, like, big-known creators that could just make a Star Wars movie. Like, it wouldn't be any fan servicing either, I don't think.
Because there are a lot of them out there that are really good and actually know what's going on.
I don't blame... Like, I think it was J.J. Abrams that made the first and third movie. And then the second movie for the new ones, like, he literally just tried to get rid of the entire Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
In one movie. And then they had to try to bring it back, which kind of ruined it, like, a little bit, but... It was enjoyable to watch.
I just don't know.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the last one because I was just told how horrible it was, but I've seen a lot of movie clips and it looks pretty good. But I just never seen it myself.
Yeah, the thing about Disney
fun to watch.
The thing about Disney is the clips with them are like cool, but then you watch the entire movie and the clips don't really like add up and stuff.
Oh, I see.
So I saw the last one in theaters twice. You watch it in theaters and you think it's a good movie, and then you watch reviews online and you're like, oh, it's actually a god-awful movie.
I feel like I do that a lot to myself, though. Like, I'll go watch a movie and be like, I enjoyed it, but everyone else said it was dog shit, and I feel like I can't like it, you know?
Exactly.
Well, there is a thing about like watching reviews. Like, I watch a lot of movie reviews, and I do catch myself being like, oh, that doesn't make a lot of sense, like, in a movie, because of like the opinions that I've gained from like watching these movie reviewers, and they're like telling me what good movies should be. But
I would just fuck them.
Well,
I like what I like. That's how I am.
Yeah.
But I do think that like they are correct in a sense. Like when you kind of watch a movie and like you kind of dumb yourself down.
Well, yeah,
it's
and
like, oh,
the critical eye is.
But then you think about it, and you're like, no, this is like dog shit. Like this movie's not good.
Thing is, when you watch a movie for the first time, you're taking in too much information.
That's
so
true.
you miss a lot of little things that would matter to other people.
Yeah, and that's their job too.
Yeah, Tater said his connection is bad, so he can't even hear us talk. So he's zipping out.
Shy.
Well, Tater, maybe when your connection's better, you'll come on. He's playing Drug Dealer Simulator right now. So.
Yikes.
What a
I don't know.
It's actually the newest, I guess, of the free-to-play games. So I might give her a download real quick.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds fun.
It looks really interesting. You should see.
But in all seriousness, I think during this quarantine garbage, everyone should at least watch at least one Star Wars movie. Preferably start with Phantom Menace, definitely.
I love Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace was good. It was way better than Attack of the Clones. And then Revenge of the Sith was probably my favorite one, honestly.
I have to agree.
Same.
I remember, not when we first moved in, like a couple months in, Jacob had watched all of them in one night.
Jesus.
And, like,
One night?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of them. And wasn't they in order?
One day.
Oh, one day, yeah.
Yeah, you can't watch those all in one night.
I was like, I don't think there's enough hours for that to work.
I just watched the 3 prequels.
I thought you watched all of them. Okay, well, you
No.
definitely do you binge, like, movies more, and I binge shows more, I think. Because when we had the TV in the house, like, I would, like, walk in and, like, you'd be watching the Star Trek movies or something. And then I'd go in
I've been
my
watching
room.
The Walking Dead again.
Oh, yeah,
Are you watching
I never
it?
got into that. Is it
I
good?
couldn't understand. I can't
I think
understand
it's
how
pretty good.
people.
It irritates because the zombies are so slow.
I just don't know how people can rewatch a show like over and over again. Like I never felt the joy in that.
I don't get that either because I feel like when I've like been content with how it
If
ended,
you space it out, like
I don't
several
know.
months in between.
I would say, like, years before I can rewatch a show. Like, 1 or 2 years minimum.
Like, I guess for example, I watched Bleach, the anime. I watched it in like I don't know, like 2 months time. You know, our friend Logan, he kept trying to go back and watch it with me, and I'm like, I already know what happens. Like, it's not as exciting.
Hmm.
You know, it's kind of a dog shit anime to begin with, but
It's pretty popular, though.
and I mean it was. It's just I don't. That's like one of those ones where there's like no rewatchability
Yeah.
because there's just not enough going on in between, and it's just not interesting. I'm sure though, if you had something that was more like watch it again, and you're like, oh, I didn't catch that the first time.
One show I could really watch again would be Futurama.
Oh, that yeah.
That has a lot
Well,
of...
any
Yeah.
show like Futurama, like Family Guy, I probably
Yeah.
rewatch.
Shows where
once
there's not
every
a big
2 years.
story. It's just like
Some-
this is different episode. Like, there's nothing like there's not a big continuing plot.
Yeah, something funny too. Humor has to be involved.
Ooh, speaking of shows like that, what are your thoughts and opinions on Rick and Morty? I haven't watched it in a while, but I'm curious. Should I go back?
The fan base killed Rick and Morty.
Like, yeah, that's why I stopped watching it because the
That's-
fandom was just getting crazy.
It's hard. Like, I don't like admitting that like the fan base ruins a show for me, but I really think like the fan base also kind of changes the writers.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Because the new season, I watched like 3 episodes, and I had moments that I like the slut dragon. I thought was funny. I had the idea of it, but like it's just there's something about it. Like, it's just not as funny and it's not as clever as it used to be.
No, because it's for a wider audience now.
Yeah, like the first couple seasons of Rick and Morty, like I could watch those again.
Yeah,
They're really good, but
up to Pickle Rick.
yeah.
Correct.
Once
Oh
Pickle-
no, that's like Armageddon, Doomsday.
I would say Pickle Rick was not a bad episode, but after that,
I mean, I thought it was funny.
the Pickle Rick was funny.
I thought it was hilarious. Like the Pickle Rick meme was to me was fucking awesome for like 2
I
weeks.
kid you not, it was the fucking
Funny-
funniest
it's
shit
the funniest shit
I've ever
ever
seen.
I think the issue with Pickle Rick was because it was so good at the time. It's just like
Yeah,
people
it blew
just
up. Of
hopped
course
on
it fucking blew up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good episode.
It was funny,
Yeah,
but it wasn't that funny.
no, it was not as funny as some people. It wasn't even like T-shirt funny. I mean that's
It went way above T-shirt level though. That was the problem.
it did. It peaked and then it fucking plummeted like hard.
I would
like,
say the
I've never
resurgence
seen
of
a
it, though,
joke
is
become so
funny.
unfunny so quickly
The-
in my existence.
The resurgence of it, like just different like characters across history and like different video games just being, I kid you not, he turned himself into a pickle. That's the fucking funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, I think that's funny.
Oh yeah, that's like kind of poking fun at the whole, people freaking out when at the time.
The
Because
shows-
like you look at it now, and of course it's not funny. You watch the episode, and all you can think about is cringe.
I need my Szechuan sauce.
I actually still have Szechuan teriyaki sauce
Bruh.
from
think I
whenever
have
it came
some in
back
my-
out. So
like my sauce drawer. I got a sauce
Once
drawer.
once it gets popular again, I'm gonna sell it.
That shit's
It's-
old, Garrett.
It's been chilling in my fridge for a couple years since that episode came out.
Doesn't it contain eggs?
Probably, but it's in a fridge.
That's not how it
But
works.
it doesn't
It's
work that way.
fine. Some idiot will buy it on eBay, and
You
then
could
I'll
probably
get
sell
money.
it now for
It's probably
$2
jam
grand.
packed with preservatives, anyways. It's probably good.
It's just like Bitcoin. I mean, come on.
I don't think that's how it works.
The
Bitcoin
CEO
sucks.
of,
Why would you compare it to
of
Bitcoin?
expired
Which is...
sauces.
you hold on to it for a while, sell it when it's high, and
God.
never talk about it again.
Never time.
Talking about the market exchange right now.
Bitcoin's shit.
Oh, right now, yeah, for sure. I mean, it'll go back up.
I had to sell some because I had like I had like $10 in it, and then it all went down to like $3, and I was like, fuck.
I mean,
Jeez.
you should have held
And you
on to
sold it?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you sell it?
Why would you sell
no,
it?
No. I put more. Once it went down to like 4,000, I bought more.
I was about to say, I would have bought more. I wouldn't have sold anything. I would have just bought it while it was cheap.
Yeah,
and
I
then wait
bought
for it to come
a
back
little
up.
bit more when it's cheap, and it's starting to go back up again. I've gained some money back. But
Honestly,
like,
it probably won't peak again until like fucking
it dropped to
September.
$3,000 for one Bitcoin.
Damn.
That's super low.
That
like
is
for people
crazy.
before the coronavirus, for people who don't know, Bitcoin was at $10,000 for one.
What's it at now?
It's at like probably 5,000,
yeah.
I think. It was down to 3,000 though. Like it's been going slowly back up.
Yeah, well, it's been
Jeez.
fluctuating since obviously coronavirus and everybody's self-quarantining,
Which
shit
is
like
good.
that.
For people who
I
are
mean,
listening-
it's good, but
Some people are.
yeah,
well, in the state we live in, nobody is.
definitely not.
No.
Because I work at Arby's and I had at least over like 200 customers today.
I mean, there's a
Yeah,
difference.
Hy-Vee was crazy today.
It was crazy Ivy.
Crazy.
It's been crazy.
Was it majority? Was it old people? Like I saw a lot of old people at Walmart when I went to go get groceries the other day. It was
That's so-
crazy.
It's about the same as usual.
Mostly old people.
That's ridiculous.
Like the same percent.
Wow.
The thing I hate most is
Old people are fucking brave.
they're the ones that are most at risk. They're the reason I stay inside.
I know.
Because I don't want to pass it on to them. Because if I get the flu, or the corona, it'd be like the flu. I'll live. But if I give it to an old person, they're gonna die.
Bro, I've been staying out of like a lot of public places just so I don't like infect my grandma or anything.
Yeah.
And then my grandma showed up to my house today.
No.
What
Go
are you
home,
doing?
Grandma. Please. Go home.
Abuela, no.
Abuela.
I purposely have not been going to my grandparents' house and like trying not to visit them because I don't want to get them sick.
Yeah, that's how I am.
I did hear Jacob coughing one night and I was like,
Oh, well, there's
smother him.
unfortunately in all the craziness, there's still the normal sicknesses also going around, so it's making
it
people
is flu
paranoid as
season.
fuck. Yeah, I mean,
I had the
Like-
flu.
I've caught like 3 colds in the last 4 weeks. I'm not even kidding.
I have an infection right now, so it's not.
I
fun.
swear if I catch the flu and the coronavirus in the same year, I'm
Yeah.
done though.
Well,
I'm gone.
I feel bad for like I have a younger brother who is a senior this year, and like he's not gonna get to walk at graduation because the coronavirus it's not gonna go away. Like it's so infectious,
No.
and we don't have a cure for it. Like it's just gonna keep getting worse.
I mean, what it's like.
Even if
12
they
to 18 months
Get a
until
cure. It's gonna take so long for it to get passed out to
Yeah,
everyone.
2 years, something
12
like that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what they said.
12 to 18 months until they actually find one.
Not
That's
to
like
mention the time it
viable.
takes to distribute.
And like
And
it's,
to just produce enough for everyone.
Yeah.
it's like I don't know what they expect. Like they're holding school back. We have online classes. We can only do online classes for so long.
You know what though? I bet you the next 8 years there's gonna be there's gonna be it's gonna be almost like the flu. Like you'll get a flu shot and a coronavirus shot.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
almost
it's
guarantee
been.
you after a while people are just gonna be so like desensitized to it that they just won't get it.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Coronavirus has been around longer than
Oh
people
yeah,
think too.
of course.
But this strain
mean-
has not been around.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
there's
yeah.
so many. There's different strains out right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what's causing different people to have different symptoms.
Cause I've heard like some people say you get diarrhea, other people say you like don't get diarrhea.
Well, I mean, think about it. There are plenty of ways. I mean, there are different symptoms for everybody with stuff like the flu, but there's
Yeah.
common
But,
symptoms
Yeah, the
as
flu
well.
has a pretty common. I have heard from people that like I had nausea and like people were like you should go get checked for corona. Like you feel sick. Like I was like I don't know. But then someone was like, nah, there's not been any cases with like nausea.
Yeah,
No, it's mostly loss of smell and loss of taste.
I never have
That's
that anyway. So
That's like a big indicator.
really? I had
Yeah.
not heard that. I heard shortness of breath was like the main one.
Yeah.
yeah, well obviously because it's In fact, but that's like a lot of things, I think.
It is respiratory.
Yeah. Your breath just gets better.
Yeah, I would definitely go get yourself checked if you got a shortness of breath all of a sudden, you know.
Maybe you're just fucking lazy.
Bad as shit. I always have shortness of breath.
It's not corona, it's just something you have naturally. Like you go in the doctor, like, doctor, I have shortness of breath, and there's like, yeah, fucking bet. 300
Yeah,
pounds.
losing a couple pounds, fatty.
You're also
Yeah.
about to have a fucking heart attack.
I'll tell you what's scary to me and like makes me like have no hope for where we live. Because, you know, there's been a case probably once a week and it's
Here?
only gonna get worse. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
the town
what do we
live
have?
in.
We have like 5 cases right now.
I heard
Yeah.
14.
14?
Yeah, there's 14 now. But a couple of them have
Holy
left, so like a couple of them have been people coming in now.
I see. Well, because like last week it was like what, 4
Yeah.
or 14, 10 more cases. That's crazy. And people are still acting like business casual, like I mean business as usual. Just
This virus
You
is
know.
on like easy mode right now.
I know.
Like Plague Inc. Like God like made a virus. He's like, I better put it
Yeah.
on easy. Like make sure like nobody washes their hands. They hug
Then
the
it's gonna
sink,
mutate.
and then it's gonna mutate,
you know-
and we're all fucking dead.
You know, I'm
Spores.
stupid, and when like real world horrors are happening, I like to watch horror movies that are kind of related.
Yeah,
So I
we were
watched
talking about that.
Quarantine.
Yeah, so yesterday I was watching all the quarantine movies, Wreck, which is pretty much the same movie, and Contagion. And you know, I'd never seen Contagion. It's a pretty good movie. It's not really a horror movie. It's a good movie, but Quarantine was definitely like the people are stupid. I'm like, this this would never happen. But then I was like, people are pretty fucking stupid. Like, you know,
It's already happening.
for those who don't know what quarantine is, it's basically about this virus that's like it's rabies, but it's like super advanced space rabies. and the characters in the movies and like all horror movies, you're just really stupid.
Big dumb.
Like, oh, I got blood in my mouth, and or the
I
like,
better not tell anyone and get everyone else
yeah,
fucking
and,
sick.
and get some other people sick. And then I'm like, that's totally true. Or like the couple in the movie, like the guy's totally showing symptoms of being infected, and she's like, "It's all right, baby," and they start kissing. And if rabies is spread through saliva and other bodily fluids.
You just see their tongues lock, and you're just like,
Oh,
oh no,
well,
stop.
no, I was just like, and they were touching their faces. And I'm like, dude, this is like, I feel like I'm having a moment right now. Like, I feel like.
You just lag?
I remember watching that movie when I was a kid, and I only vividly remember the very end.
What
And
happened?
Oh,
it's
with the
stuck
thin
with
guy.
Whenever she has the night vision camera.
Oh
in her
yeah, yeah.
face, and that guy just comes up behind her, and that stuck with me. And I really wish it wouldn't have. I mean,
Because
I
yeah,
still
the
have
guy,
nightmares.
the actor,
I had a couple nightmares about it.
the actor who plays that like really tall thin guy is actually tall and thin. Obviously, he doesn't look like that, but it's just crazy. It's scary to me. I was rewatching it, and my heart rate, like I was looking at my Apple Watch, it was like 120. I'm like, this movie is stressing me out.
He
I
wasn't
think I
wearing any makeup actually during that movie.
You just constantly look fucking dead.
Yeah.
I could just oh, what is that? Reminds me.
Yeah, but I mean, sorry. I just have one more thought on that. I would definitely watch those movies if you haven't. They're entertaining,
They're-
That's
especially.
they're
what we
not
do
bad
for the
movies.
podcast. Watch quarantine movies so you're scared.
I say watch any scary movie while you can,
Yeah,
because
for
you're gonna
sure.
be inside all day.
Yeah, watch a movie.
During
Don't
watch
go
scary
outside.
movies during the day.
I think that'll be the do and don't for today's podcast is watch movies and stay inside.
Stay inside, yeah.
Don't go outside
Like a fucking idiot and rub your eyes and touch your mouth
and like
and
start
make out with people
breathing-
who are
yeah.
infected.
Just like go up to a girl and start breathing and like try to breathe down her lungs to pass the fucking virus.
Yeah, to be a simp.
Don't simp. That's the main one. Don't.
Do
That-
not simp.
That's been a big thing going around because of OK Bernie or OK Boomer girl.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how I feel about simps. I like truly like It's such a strange thing to be like, if you respect women, fuck you. Like,
It used to be so socially acceptable to respect women. I mean, that's what every gamer did.
yeah, and now it's
And
so,
now, now gamers hate women.
Like,
Where everybody's
such
an
a
incel.
it's
all
such
of a
a-
Well,
sudden.
it's just
I do think it's because of the media. Like, the media is just like, incels, and now gamers are like, alright, fuck women.
we don't want to be an incel.
Fucking simp.
We want to separate our manly gamer status from the simps. I don't see
sit
what's
on my
wrong.
fucking couch because I treat my objects like women.
Well, and it started with titty streamers,
It did.
Yes.
I hate
And-
titty streamers.
and so there's just been like an internet war between like they shouldn't be allowed to do that, or OnlyFans. Obviously, there's a huge thing going around with OnlyFans because of
Honestly,
iDubbbz right
yeah, you want
And
to
all
pay
the
for
white knights.
now.
Fuck.
Our simp lord
What-
himself, iDubbbz.
I've been watching
Logan.
The CEO
the
of
just like you
Sims.
completely like took my train of thought off for a second.
Sorry.
Just Logan.
I do that a lot.
I've been watching like Pokemon for some reason, and like
Who?
Are you simp?
I don't know why.
Are you
Like
simping?
I just find
Don't
her-
tell me you're subscribed.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think she pops up. I don't think I'm actually subscribed, but I do think she like pops up in my feed and I'll like watch it. Like I'll watch like Fortnite videos or something. And, like they are enjoyable. But she's probably the
Beyonce's-
only girl streamer that I've ever watched.
You're simping.
Beyonce's
Simp.
tier 3 sub.
Tier 3 sub, definitely. Tier 3
36
sub.
months.
$36, dude. That's a steep price.
No,
No,
it's 36 months.
36 months.
He's been a sub for 36 months.
tier 3.
I
Which
don't
is
have the
like
money for that's why I have no
$25 a
money.
month.
Okay, here's my thing, and this is just common sense for anybody. I you know, the whole two people watching, but
Fuck
Who-
you.
who pays to see lewd photos?
Yeah,
I
lewd.
just wanna know.
That's the
I just
annoying
wanna
part,
know.
Lewd.
Like, you're
Most-
not even seeing the whole titty.
Most of the
Like-
people that buy OnlyFans are just part of a subreddit on Reddit and just leak all of the pictures onto there.
You're welcome,
So like
boys.
one person
it's-
one
You're
person
welcome.
bites the bullet for all the boys.
What a champ.
Yeah,
Honestly,
for real. What a
do
chat.
that out there. Fucking kudos to you.
This is
You're
the thing is
a
like
real gamer. True gamer.
True
I
gamer.
never understand why people like will pay for like I can kind of get like the nude part because like it's like oh you get nudes cool, but
There's so much free porn on the internet. Like,
I get it. I can see the appeal. Like I personally would not buy it, but I can see the appeal for it. But like for like lewd, it's just another Instagram. You can literally follow this
Yeah.
person's Instagram and it's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a little heated on that because I'm like, who?
But
Like,
you know what isn't a waste
What
of
kind of
money?
mindset is that?
You know what isn't a waste of money, Connor?
What?
Donating to our
Mask.
Patreon that we have, which our link will be in the description.
That is true.
Oh.
Donate there.
Donate
Yeah,
there. That is
donate.
not
Buy
a
the
waste of money.
Patreon.
You,
Donate your money that you're getting from the government currently.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're getting that $1,000. We could use that new camera. Like I just bought one. I could use another one.
Donate the government cheese.
Government cheese.
Do you want to talk about that, Garrett, real quick so they get it?
Yeah, I'll talk about government cheese. It's not very interesting, but during the like 60s or 70s, you could probably ask all your parents about this.
Yeah, they remember.
I know my mom remembered, and my grandma did. So the government put a huge tax, or they might have like banned all exports of cheese made in America. So what they did was to subsidize the farmers. They actually bought all of their cheese that they were going to export, and they just gave it out for free to everybody. So there's a long-running joke of government cheese,
Throughout all
and that
Americans.
is your tax break now.
Just, please donate all your government cheese money to us.
Government bread.
Government bread. We definitely would love to do stuff.
With your government cheese.
Yeah, with your government cheese. The things I haven't like I try to save money, but like sometimes I'll like when I walked through a store one day and I saw my guitar that I currently own. I was just like, Fuck it.
Big money.
Buy money.
Money.
I won't use your guys' money to do that though.
Big money. No, I'm pretty good at saving money. I mean, obviously now I don't buy anything. I don't like online shopping. I think it takes the fun out of a lot of stuff. So
I built my
Yeah,
chair
just walking
online
around.
because I had to, but
I'm a huge practitioner of buying shit on Amazon that I don't need. I bought a yoga mat.
I
For-
thought
I did it. I'm holding it right now. I bought it to start yoga. I used it the first 3 days I got it, and I have not done yoga since.
I bought an OK Boomer shirt, and I wear that shirt quite often. Like,
I also bought a case for my phone because my five below case is not holding up too well anymore. It's a fucking shocker. But it's not supposed to come in until April 27th, and I ordered it 2 weeks ago.
nice.
Jeez.
I will say, for buying stuff, we're all in music except Jacob. You guys, how much did you guys have to spend for your music stuff?
Oh.
A lot.
Because you both played saxophone. And
Like,
Connor
what do you
also
mean?
did
Like,
clarinet.
yeah. So
Instruments
my
alone.
clarinet, my
For
clarinet is a
Connor-
professional horn, and it's like, it was like $1,800.
Weird flex, but okay.
I feel like Connor, it would be a lot more because he plays in school now.
Yeah.
But-
I have 2 professional horns.
Yes. I mean, I had a good saxophone, but my main one I borrowed from the school. So all I really had to buy was like reeds and mouthpieces.
But those
But-
like add up after a while.
Oh yeah, I mean some of those reeds can get up to like $30 a piece.
Yeah, like
Oh, if you're interested on something I do now, hope my saxophone teacher does not watch this. Synthetic reeds are the new hippity hop thing to do.
they sound
actually-
they sound the same probably.
They
right?
sound the same. To me, there are some my sax teacher is just like, oh, you don't know what your sound is yet, you know.
I
And
guarantee
you know,
you.
I still practice on it, and I'll just use my cane reed during, you know, our lesson time.
They can make those just sound different sounds. Like you can try different sounds with them.
Well, you can only make a reed or
You
not
have
a
most
reed.
of it. Yeah, most of it's through your own mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, the different shapes you can make in your mouth can really affect what comes
And
out of the horn.
Yeah, for sound tone quality. I mean, there's also a lot of stuff with reeds, like cane reeds. There's so many variables. You can have I guess how Jay Metcalf puts it from Better Sax. You can have like a 1 to 10.
I have to bleep that
Oh.
out.
Not sponsored.
No,
Um,
the part that we said the last name.
No, he's a influencer.
Oh, then never mind. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
We love you.
No, I love Jay Metcalf.
Please don't be in the channel, please.
Oh, he's rich. Fuck. Just cut that whole part out. That's me fanboy.
No, that's all fucking staying in.
Oh yeah, no, but he describes it as 4 being like kind of stuffy, hard to play, and 8 kind of being free blowing and open, and 10 is like what you want, you know, the perfect reed that only lasts for like 2 hours or some shit. But
Very good.
yeah, but yeah, there's just so many variables with cane reeds, and I'm kind of tired of filing my reeds and trying to make them better before I get into a practice room. Also wetting them constantly while I practice isn't
man.
hard, but I don't want to do it.
I never stop sucking on my reed, bro.
And synthetics, you don't have to wet. I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Really?
You can just play it. They're normally free blowing. I mean, if you get one too hard, it's gonna be a little hard. But I play on a 2.5 because I have a bitch mouth.
I think
I'm a
I think I was
baby.
playing on 3.5 at my peak.
I mean, I play on 3.5 for a cane reed, but for
Yeah.
those synthetics, they kind of run a little harder for my taste.
Well, I only had to buy nothing because I was in percussion, so you know.
Yeah, shut up, drum
Fuck
boy.
you guys.
I was about to say, no, shut up. No, shut up. You didn't buy all your mallets for your fucking solo. You can get out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
We don't even-
Okay, for
we don't-
anybody that doesn't know, this
Wait, have
smart
we told
man.
the story yet?
No,
On
we've
the
never
podcast?
told this story because
Oh,
This smart man.
none of anyone else knows about it.
Please tell it, Garrett.
Big
During
brain,
our
actually.
annual music festival that our city has,
Competition.
Leonzo shows up.
Competition.
It's a music festival. I have the shirt. Do you want me to go get it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. This man shows up to do his 4-mallet piece. 4-mallet solo.
I think it was 3.
It was 3.
Brought 2 mallets to a 3-mallet piece. And he got the lowest score possible.
Which is a 5 for all the non-musical people, and 5 is basically don't come back.
And the
Or you
next
didn't
year-
finish the piece.
The next year I didn't play a single note wrong. I did everything correct. My rolling could have been a little bit better, but it was fine. Everyone I talked to said it was like really good.
Didn't you play Hungarian dance?
I played Hungarian dance number 5. He said my best part was the part where I rolled the entire part, and he gave me a 3 and a 4 in rolling.
Jeez.
And
No.
He's a tough judge.
He didn't give anyone a high score. He gave the best drummer I've ever known a 2, who has never gotten a 1, like anything below a 1 before.
Tucker?
No,
Is that what we're talking
Michael.
about? Michael? Oh,
Michael
yeah,
too that
I
year.
was surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
I was surprised he did not get a 1.
I
sat in there and
should have
listened.
gotten a 1.
You know how many 1s I got last year?
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Don't care.
7.
Don't care.
How'd you get 7?
Music groups. I took like 3 solos.
Oh, college?
Huh?
Or no,
No,
not
last
college.
year. I took a baritone sax solo, a tenor sax solo, and an alto sax solo.
This is actually the first podcast I just realized where all 4
And
of
then I
us
had a-
go to the same school.
Yes.
I took a vocal solo, and then I was in 2 groups. Wait, that's 6. I'm stupid. Sorry. Not
Yeah, because
5.
my
I keep
my
forgetting.
senior year I got 5.
Guess how many I've gone through my 4 years of music.
I will be honest with you. I think yours was much well deserved than mine was. I don't think my SATB shouldn't have made it.
Well, you were
Love you
were
guys.
part of 2 of mine.
I was. It was a good time. the sax quartet and oh no, it was a trio, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The trio and
Sax trio and the
boys group.
TTB.
the,
Yeah.
the boys.
The boys.
The boys.
They thought that you know that part where you like punch Logan.
Yes.
Everybody thought that you were actually punching him because he made a mistake.
Knock his
Like,
teeth out.
Didn't you neck him?
No, I punched him in the arm.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about the boys server?
Oh yeah, let's talk
I
about
would
the
love
Minecraft
to.
server.
So I might edit some screenshots in if I can figure it out. But all of us have been in this Minecraft server for the past week.
Yeah, practicing social distancing.
Yeah, we're keeping our grandpa abuela safe.
Yeah. Abuela and abuelos.
Abuelo, yeah. And
I messed up there, I'm sorry.
it's fine. We what is it? Connor built the cum shack.
The cum zone.
cum zone.
My bad. The cum zone.
Only cum.
Only cum. Jacob and I helped Garrett build a Viking boat. That was fun.
That is my house.
Your house is just a fucking giant boat.
Boathouse.
I have a tower that used to look like a
Boathouse.
penis, and
Yeah, yours
Still
yours
does.
looks like a very, very defined penis. Red tip. I mean,
No, it's not red anymore.
Blatant.
It's gray now.
I haven't been on it
Good.
for a few days.
Yeah, I changed it quite a bit. I'm almost done with it. And then last night into the morning, I built a tree to max height. For no reason.
I
don't know. I did.
built some kind of Parthenon-looking marble.
Was it? Oh yeah, I saw
Pantheon.
that was really cool.
I don't know what I'm doing with that. I mean,
It just looks cool. It's
I
cool.
was by myself until 8:30 in the morning.
That's what I did yesterday.
Made 3 trips to the Nether to get quartz.
So Jacob was actually like he saw me when I like was like midway through. I think I was like 100 blocks up, and I was like, "How tall is like that's like max height?" And he was like 256, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then he came in 3 hours later.
Like 2 hours later,
Yeah.
still working on it.
And I was just grinding, and you were like, What's going on?" And I'm like, "I want to die."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you saw, like, I was just so tired, and I just refused to stop. And then I kept playing even after I finished it.
Yikes.
Creeper.
Jacob's on it right now.
Jacob's
I'm about to
literally,
join him.
I
I'm
am.
joining him.
you,
I actually just left the cum zone.
Oh, did you steal my diamond pickaxe? Please don't tell me.
No,
Nah,
I
you
burnt
probably
it to
don't
the
need it.
ground.
No!
oh God, if
He burnt
someone,
the comes down. What a
if s-
tragedy.
okay, I told Jacob this. If someone burns my tree down, I'm literally uninstalling Minecraft.
Okay, I'll do it right now. That's alright.
And I'll fucking
I'm gonna log in
kill.
right now and burn it
Dude,
down.
I'm not even joking. Like, I am 100% serious. I will kill.
So, a little bit off Minecraft. Oh my god, voice crack. A little off Minecraft.
I'm gonna make that really loud.
You're gonna like ear rape it. What are some other games that you play other than Minecraft? Like, what's your favorite single player game right now, if you
Mine?
have one?
Single player.
Or like game you don't
Beat
play with
Saber.
friends?
Jake, you play a lot of Beat Saber.
I would say Clone Hero.
Clone Hero.
I mean,
Yeah, I saw you and Logan are like on a grind.
I've been grinding Smite. Cause like
It's
no
not
one's
really
By
single
yourself?
player.
That's like
Yeah.
multiplayer. We play that with the boys.
But I don't play a lot of games by myself anymore. Like I'll play Tetris every now and again, but I have not grinded that as much as I used to.
I don't
So
think there's a lot of
Tetris.
good single player games out right now.
Nothing that's better than the multiplayer games for sure.
But
I was meaning more of a game you play maybe by yourself, like Elder Scrolls Online, and you don't play with the boys. Or
I don't really have one.
That's just
I
like,
mean,
the boys.
just like
are
to
the
play
only
with
thing
the
I play.
boys?
Yeah, I just like playing with the boys.
I've been playing a lot of Skull, a lot of Dead Cells. Oh my gosh, can't speak today.
You're.
And Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I bought it
Jacob.
yesterday.
I will say, Connor, you do play with the boys at the least. But you do play with the boys, so that is good.
I do play with the boys a lot more than Logan does.
Logan did it, and then he just kind of fell off and became.
Jacob, I'm gonna die. Sorry. He keeps shooting me with flame arrows.
Jacob, please stop.
Good God.
I don't know if I want to edit that out.
Oh, well, that's fine.
No, don't.
Just
I
keep
don't
it in.
care.
It was funny.
But like definitely playing with the boys is just like there's something about like playing with friends. It's so fucking fun. I love it so much.
Well, there's just kind of this. We don't normally get to play because all of us are in school.
Yeah.
And now that, this whole coronavirus thing, going back to that,
Thank you,
we're
Corona.
home more. The Corona brought the boys back together because I'll tell you what, my schedule was packed and I barely played.
It's been nice because like even when I was just doing school and like I was barely working, like I just never really found time to play a ton of video games 'cause I was so tired.
Yeah.
But now it's
I
like
feel that though.
I play video games and then I sleep and then I like go to work like once a week. It's nice.
I have class, I practice, and then I get on. Like
And then
today,
I did the
today was my
boys.
break day. Today was my break day. So you know what I did? I hopped on this morning. I played for a little bit. Went and ate some food. Then got back on and played some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for a while. And then we played some Smite. And now we're here.
Now we here after we got clapped in Smite.
Just like I've just like reverted back to my freshman year of high school,
Literally.
where
Those were-
like
those
I
were
just
good
played video
times,
games
though.
all day after like practice for sports.
I actually that brings back some memories of like me thinking when I transferred my sophomore year, and like I remember like my junior year because I was still there at that school. I remember thinking like, damn, I definitely fucking peaked at high school. Like there's no going, like I can't go back up like after this like shit that I've been going through for these last 2 years. And then I went back, and now we're back at the peak.
We're back in the
We're back going up.
being gamers.
Yeah, I definitely like. I think I still played with you guys quite a bit, like sophomore and junior year, though. It just wasn't nearly as much.
Well, I wasn't. I'll be honest. I played console, and besides playing like Destiny with Jacob and some friends, buddies from Maine,
And
there
me.
wasn't really. Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot that I played. I had the occasional single player game. Like I love Devil May Cry. Yeah, we played a lot of Rainbow for a bit.
Rainbow is probably my favorite game.
Do you do a lot of
honestly.
solo on that?
No. I
No, that was
cannot.
gonna-
It's hard to
that is
play
fair.
Rainbow by yourself.
It's just too toxic. I mean,
Yeah, I can't. I did it for a little bit, and like I just couldn't handle it.
Ooh, that's a good topic to move to. Toxic communities in
gamers.
gaming. Absolute salty gamers.
Can
I
I?
had one
What's the
today.
most, in your opinion, what is the most toxic community in gaming?
Jacob,
Right now.
Siege.
Jacob.
No,
Or
I'm
just
not, I'm saying
Jacob.
like
Fuck.
gaming community. Like what game has the most cancerous fan base?
I would say Rainbow Six Siege.
I would have to
Honestly.
agree a little.
But there's some funny moments in Rainbow. Like you definitely will get people who aren't toxic in that.
I mean, the OG days in Modern Warfare 2, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Those obviously take the cake.
I play a lot of Overwatch, and like Overwatch can get really fucking toxic because everyone thinks they're the best player in the game.
I've heard
Yeah.
League is pretty bad too.
League is really bad. I don't.
That
I
was
don't,
my answer. My answer is League. I hopped on for a few matches and I was like, put me in depression because I was like, holy shit, I'm horrible at everything.
But like I feel like League's always been toxic. There's never been a
Well,
moment
yeah,
it
they've
wasn't.
never not been. I mean, and like we've been playing the crap out of Smite, and it's pretty toxic.
But that's because we're toxic, not anyone else.
I no, I
We're-
don't know what you mean.
I feel like we're more
But
toxic.
I think everybody, I mean, there's a few games where it's not that way, but there are so many people like Jacob on Smite.
That is true.
Yeah, because the
just-
bad players just draw the toxicity out.
I will say
That-
Jacob
that
is the
is
most
fair.
toxic out of all of us. 100%. Like there's no debating.
Well, he just vibes, bro.
Yeah.
Just vibing.
What was it? But I remember like we played Fortnite. Like Jacob, if Jacob lost the 1v1.
Oh, that's my answer. That's Fortnite. It's the most toxic community.
Do you remember playing with him? He would have a build battle of the century because he's good at it. You'd have a build battle of the century and you lose and you'd be like, this kid is fucking shit. He's so bad. Like he should uninstall the game. He's garbage. But if you won, you'd be like, oh yeah, nice build battle.
Was there ever a point where Fortnite wasn't toxic? Like, I can't remember.
No.
I literally think because and that's just free to play games. I think.
No, I think
Normally
it's
just
because
have
it's
that kind of
literally you
community.
have to go against everyone. You
Yeah.
have like no teammates, and your teammates
So
like
it's just super competitive.
yeah. Like,
PUBG at one point in time was the most, I think was the most toxic community ever.
but then Fortnite came.
Well, no, Fortnite was about the same time, but Fortnite was just way more toxic because it's free to play.
Fortnite came a little bit later than PUBG.
yeah,
It did.
yeah. PUBG
I
started.
guess
Yeah.
like the open beta and stuff like that. Before it was like
Fortnite, I
released.
think the Fortnite the like game, like they had the beta for like the game, but they completely abandoned it. So
I remember playing it when it was in its early stages, and I thought it was fun. I mean, I remember
is
playing with
fun.
Jacob.
like when you play against it, because I think they did the right move. They put AIs into the game, so that people who are bad at the game can have fun playing.
I haven't played since, oh gosh, what was it? It was like last January, I think. So almost like a complete
It's a completely
year,
different game.
year and a few months, year and some change. We bought the battle pass, I remember, and we grinded, and then I eventually got tired of playing.
I got decent at it because I was practicing a lot, but then I stopped playing for like a month and I lost all my abilities.
I don't know. I find it really hard to play games like that for me. I'm not really super competitive unless I'm playing like a fighting game. Like,
Dragon Ball Fighters.
oh, I clap Dragon Ball Fighters. Not these days. I
I'm
haven't
pretty
played.
sure I beat you once.
once out of how many games, bro?
Yeah,
I mean,
you went to the. I think I've beaten you once legitimately, and then once when you went
out
to the
of
bathroom.
83 games that we played against each
We
other,
played more
I'm
than
sure.
83 games. I'm pretty sure we played 83 games like a night.
Yeah.
I did get like way better from going against you because like you're really good, and then I play people who like have never played it.
I'm not even good anymore. At one point in time, I was like top 10% or top 20 in the world or something crazy, but I've dropped off because I stopped playing. If I got really into it, I bet you I could climb high again, but you know,
Remember when you fucking 1v3 me with Cell?
yeah, with one health, I switched to controllers.
Yeah,
I said,
that was.
I bet you I could beat you with your last character, and you were like, bullshit. And we switched controllers and I beat your ass. That was fun. I
I've
didn't
never
even have
really,
characters for assist or anything. It was crazy.
I've never really been into like fighter games. I mean,
They're such a strange like they take a
Oh,
different part of your
okay.
mind. I think.
they do.
Like
They're just not as fluid. I don't think Nether Realms, like either of their fighting games, are just fluid. Like Mortal Kombat, to me, it just doesn't feel liquid. Like there are plenty of. If you guys know what Guilty Gear is,
No.
Blast Blue.
Nope.
Okay.
That's the
That's
indie
okay.
game right there.
No, those are just made by Arc Studios. They make much better fighting games. I keep voice cracking because I've been practicing it yesterday for voice. I'm
Because
sorry.
you're a simp.
Yeah.
Got him.
If anyone doesn't know,
But-
Connor's a major simp. As we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
respects
yeah,
his
yeah.
girlfriend, and that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. I think the fact that I have a girlfriend kind of
Nope.
disproves that.
Nope, simp.
All right.
Just like iDubbbz.
My girlfriend doesn't have an OnlyFans. What do you mean? I'm not, and I wouldn't be okay with it if she did.
Do you think you'd end the relationship if Addie
Oh,
came up to you one day
probably.
and she's
Honestly, that would it would be a long talk, but I'm pretty sure I would be like, no.
like, if I had a girlfriend
I don't know if I could do that.
and she said she had OnlyFans, I genuinely would just break up with her. I'd be
Well,
like,
to
I
me,
can't
that's
do
like
this.
that's like a husband or boyfriend being okay with your girlfriend or wife to be like a prostitute. I mean,
Not as
obviously-
bad.
I mean, it's not as bad, but to me, it is. Like,
It's
I just feel like
it's the same
I
thought
feel like that's the
process.
next step, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
if that's okay, what's wrong with being a prostitute then?
If
I don't know. That's a pretty big leap.
if there's something nudes on OnlyFans, I feel,
That's kind of a boomer mentality, I
is
think.
it though? Because like
no, me being like, that's like, oh, if you do weed, you're gonna be smoking crack next month, you know?
I mean,
But I just wouldn't be okay with either, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I got a topic.
alrighty.
Shit. I guess we could go back to the music thing. We kind of went over that briefly, like
Yeah,
at the
Jacob,
beginning.
you wanna talk
Like why
about
you should
your,
play a. Yeah, your disdain for classical music. Tell us.
What?
Your disdain for classical music. Why do
Yeah,
you?
we know you hate it.
Yeah, we know. We don't even have to ask you. We don't have to have previous knowledge. We just know you don't dislike it.
We know you like hate music altogether, like any type.
What are you talking about?
No, he definitely doesn't hate all music.
What do you consider classical music?
Mozart,
Mozart.
Bach.
Or,
Beethoven.
do you like jazz? Do you like jazz?
You like jazz?
Not really.
Okay, then elaborate.
It's just not my thing. It's just too slow.
I get
What?
you. Oh, I get you. I get you. So you don't like ballads.
Sure.
You don't like that fast jazz, like snapping your fingers.
Yeah, you don't like that swing stuff or the.
That cut time, swing,
Ooh.
moving.
Mm. He has no idea what we're talking about.
That'll get your ankles dancing.
You don't like that.
That'll get my hips moving.
Ankles dancing.
Are you singing?
Yes.
What is that?
Watermelon
Watermelon Man.
I had to think.
Da 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 da.
The
The Victor Lopez arrangement. Yikes.
That was.
I totally enjoy the original Herbie Hancock.
I
even
don't.
though it's-
I think
It's not.
Stop. I literally have 4 hearts. One arrow shot.
You know what?
You won't
I'm
stop.
gonna
That
rant.
topic kind of fell flat.
I'm gonna rant. I was scared to say that. I'm so fucking tired of me not being able to have armor because Jacob keeps fucking killing me.
I killed you in like 3 days, Leon. So
I literally have gone through like 2 suits of armor because Jacob has
iron
killed-
armor.
Who cares?
It's iron. Come on.
Literally, I'm like Jacob, please stop. My armor's about to break, and like you instantly just go, oh, okay, I'll stop, and then I just get shot from like, across the fucking map.
See, he doesn't do that to me. I don't. Do you guys have
only
a
does it
change
to
in armor
me.
or something?
No,
No, I
Leon's the only one that gets killed by Jacob. Leonso died about 6 or 7 times before I got my first death, and I'm pretty sure they were all because of Jacob.
Literally, I was only
Yeah,
dying to
probably.
Jacob. And there was one time where like I went to go get my stuff, and then he just killed me before I got there.
I think recently I've gone into a Minecraft depression. Because anytime I get something good going, I get blown up by a creeper. It just
That's
makes
just
me
Like the
real
cow
sad.
pit.
The cow pit, yeah. Somebody had literally massacred all the cows. And I was just trying to make him frick a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Kiss.
And then all of a sudden, fucking creeper hops the block that makes it easier to get into the pen. And I see him, and I pull out the bow, and I'm like, I'm gonna take him out. But like, the height is so close, I was afraid I was gonna hit cows. So I tried to lead him out, and I got too close, and he just killed almost every single cow. But
Oh,
and
God.
keep in mind, we only had like 15 left or something, and he just halved the community.
Obliterated them.
It's sad
Yeah,
that the
fucking-
original 2 cows are probably no longer there.
Yeah,
We should have kept.
definitely not.
We should have kept those 2 cows in like a
We
single
could have
thing.
kept them, yeah, separate.
We should have, dang. We made an entire village of cows from just a 2. The
It's
incest
just a
is insane.
big ancestry farm. I mean, there's probably about 35 cows, and they're all brother and sister. I mean, they were only born to bred with their sisters.
There's like cousins and stuff.
Shit.
Sometimes they
Surprised-
freak their kids.
I'm surprised a couple of them don't have 3 eyes.
What if that was a thing they added in Minecraft? Like if you did that, like they would start mutating.
That'd be a yikes.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
Poggers.
such a like great thing to program in. I would love that.
That'd be very pog.
After their 3rd generation, they
Very
use a fucking
pogger.
make.
Pogger friendly.
It would start making the food not actually give you any.
It's poisonous.
Yeah, no health.
It'd be a Mojang, if you're watching this podcast. which
You're
I know-
welcome.
Which is doubtful.
Which I know you are. And I know you just donated all of Minecraft stock into
And
Minecraft
Patreon.
stock.
Add that to
The
the game.
CEO of Minecraft.
Not just looking at it, he's like, you know what? I know I don't
Should
own
I
the
say-
game anymore, but I'll put everything I have into this.
It's a cow incest.
It's
This time.
He like makes a mod for it, just for us.
I mean, I can almost guarantee that mod's already out.
It's gotta be.
I bet you somebody's
There's
made that
gotta.
mod.
I mean, the game's been out for so long. There's probably a mod for everything you can think of.
If there's not,
like-
somebody please make it and leave the mod in the comments so we can use it.
It's like Rule 34. I mean, there's everything.
Well, it's
Everything's
just been
already-
around for so long. I mean, it would just be so surprising.
Remember what my dad would say every time he saw us playing?
No, I don't.
What?
Been a while.
He would literally, Jacob and I would be playing, building like a fucking village, using our creative minds, and he'd come down and he goes, "You guys playing Minecraft?" Every fucking time.
Ooh, that's a good roast.
Boomer.
One of these days, he's gonna see this podcast and just be like, "I'm gonna kick you guys out of the house."
That is a worry that one day he'll see it, and he'll see like when I fix the podcast with you, Corbin, and Jacob, but he's just like, "I'm sending all of you
Wow.
to fucking jail."
Oh yeah, yikes. Well, that one will never be released because of the audio.
No, Bill's gonna fix it. I talked to him recently.
He's gonna attempt
No, he will, because
to fix it.
he's going to fix it. I fixed it today.
He said it can be fixed.
You
I don't-
fixed it.
I don't know if it'll actually be fixed.
No, I fixed it so it won't happen anymore. So the problem was is my mic audio was too loud, so it was picking up my computer.
Bruh. was your fault.
It was my
I knew
fault.
it was your fault
I
because
didn't know what was happening though, because it's so quiet. But when you would go into OBS, it basically like tries to pick up everything. So I had to turn down my mic audio on OBS, and it
it's
fixed
just
it.
a noise reduction. You
Mhm.
could just turn it all the way up. That's what I did.
But it's fine now. It should be working. If it's not, you know what? Well,
Frick.
I'll upload it anyway. Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't
I
care.
don't care.
Don't.
I don't care. I don't.
I honestly I don't know how much time I'm gonna put like 6 hours today into editing this. But we'll see.
Jesus.
No.
I want to make this the world's best podcast. This one right here.
The boys.
It'll just be called The Boys, and it'll get 10 million
Da
views because I'll
Boys.
buy 10 million views.
Sub bots.
Band.
But I actually, so when I first started the channel, this is a thing for everyone to hear. I was curious on whether it'd be worth it to like buy that stuff, and it doesn't seem to be. So I never like considered doing it.
I mean, you just gotta get a good
Why wouldn't it
algorithm.
be?
Because they like it totally like the accounts don't stick around forever, and if you don't pick up any like traction or anything,
Yeah.
it's totally just gonna fall off and be a worthless investment. Not to mention they're expensive.
They're not that like the one. So like I found some websites because I was like looking into it. I was like, oh, like maybe this could be worth it. Like you could to like start a channel.
Isn't it like 15 per sub bot or something?
So the one I
Pretty
found
expensive.
is like you could get like 1,000 viewers for like $100 or something, I think. And like you
On
can't,
one video?
no subscribers,
consistent.
no subscribers. So like they were, but the whole point is like they're real people. So like that, like your views would go up from it. But like whether or not they're real or not, like I wouldn't know, because if you have sub bots, that's illegal. Like that's a crime. Like
Dang.
if YouTube
Is that a crime?
yeah, if YouTube like because you're like buying like money basically. So like YouTube will like ban your channel, and like you can get in like really big trouble for it. But like a lot of like websites are like, oh, like our subscribers are like real people that like actually subscribe. Because it's not against YouTube policy to buy subscribers if they're real people, and the views like I think you buy like from like random like they'll literally will be like everywhere, like they're never at a certain point of like there'll be like Ethiopia and like all of like Africa, and like, you can buy views. And I think like for more money you can buy like American views. I don't know how they do that, but yeah,
I've always wanted to look into the YouTube scene. I've
Yeah.
always thought it was interesting.
it's a cool like it was like if you think you could blow up from it, you would like it would be obviously like if you do blow up from it, it's a good investment. But if you don't, then
My voice teacher said I should start a vocal jazz channel. I told her probably not gonna happen just because I do not think I'm good enough for that. But
hey, you can post
Hey.
videos and then I'll post them and take all the money from them. Thank you, Connor.
who knows? Maybe I should try it someday.
You
Get a
know
little better.
we
Do it,
had,
you won't.
We had the recent boost in subscribers, so we're at 1,000 now, and we had a couple of videos blow up. And the likes thing, I don't really worry about that because most people don't like videos. I found like I've been looking at that. It would be nice if like all our videos were getting more views instead of just a couple just blowing up for something maybe happening on Reddit. But
Yeah, definitely.
I would
But
like to get more like consistent
lot of-
viewers.
A lot of the big YouTubers and Twitch streamers, I mean, a lot of them blow up from Reddit, iFunny.
Hopefully we can get a couple more things to blow up so we can get like some of our videos to like a couple more thousand views, and then
Yeah, what if this podcast is the thing that blows you
This
up?
is the one.
This is the one.
so I'm gonna spend all my government cheese on fucking views.
Government
Editing this
cheese.
video.
Government cheese.
Government cheese. I'm gonna buy 15 million.
Change you
views.
guys' thumbnail. That'll probably help.
That's what I've been talking to Bill about. I changed it for the last one, and I'm gonna start doing that kind of stuff because Bill just normally just does the episode one, but we've been doing this long enough to actually put thumbnails in.
Also tags. Tags are big.
Yeah, we've been putting in.
They are big.
But, we'll see. YouTube's really fun though. Like it's cool to do and like it's cool to make. It's fun to edit and like do videos like that.
I gotta learn how to edit if I ever wanted to do YouTube.
I did the Uno challenge video and like it got like a couple, almost like 200 views I think.
What's your highest view count on a video?
Almost 2,000
Ooh.
on the first episode, and the second episode I think has about 2,000 too.
How many subscribers do you guys have these days?
We have 1,000. So we had a big boost over a week where we were getting about like 100 subscribers a day,
Wow.
and then we kind of like slowed down. So I think something like kind of blew up on Reddit, or someone posted, like one of my friends put. I know Pat's and like talking to people and like posting stuff. And like I have a couple other friends that have been like posting it, so maybe something blew up and like we just didn't catch it. Yeah, we have enough. We almost have enough views to get monetized, and we almost have enough. We have enough subscribers to be monetized. So all we need is the hours.
How many views do you need?
Well, it's hours, so you need like watch time. I think it's like 4,000, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a
What
lot.
are you at?
Hold on.
Just monetization is a big key.
It's really hard to get on YouTube. Like it used to be a lot easier because it used to be just like views. If you got like 1,000 views, like you
The adpocalypse.
Yeah, but the adpocalypse has really fucked people over. So now YouTube has this big thing now where they want watch time. So I'm gonna give you guys some insight on all you viewers out there on like how YouTube works. If you ever want to start a channel.
Oh, I think most of them know.
Yeah,
I don't. There's all the big YouTubers complain about it all the time.
Well, as a growing YouTuber in the adpocalypse, I'll explain it. So
The oppression.
Yeah, the oppression.
Gamer oppression.
Gamer
Do I not have
oppression.
my account on here? The whole
I
point.
missed your dolphin. Sorry.
So the adpocalypse, the reason it really screws small YouTubers over is because it's hard to get a big YouTuber because of the algorithm. It's hard to get like a big
Traction.
yeah, from channels, and especially if you don't upload every day, if you don't have videos over 10 minutes, if you don't do family friendly videos, like these are really. So two of those things are going against us. The one thing we have going for us is that we're a podcast and we have hour-long videos, but you can't do a podcast every day because then it's just gonna be stupid. Like you can only talk about so much stuff.
I feel like I could do one every day. I don't know.
Rogan does.
I like to talk.
It is hard, and like we're trying to get more consistent with it. It's hard to get everyone together, and it's hard. But Joe Rogan, that's his job too.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, he just makes enough money off of it.
So currently we have 1,040 subscribers, which I thank you guys for, doing that. Obviously, it's really cool, but it's hard to gain a lot of traction. That's not what I wanted. You guys get to hear that. I'm pulling up our channel real quick. We have about 1,000 public watch hours, so we need 3,000 more. So we need like a couple more boost, but that's pretty good. Having 1,000 watch hours.
That's just 1,000 more views if somebody watched the entire video.
Yeah, that's 1,000 more views. A couple, probably like 2,000 more views altogether. We'll be good. But it's just hard to grow a channel in today's climate. Some kid, unless you're like a vlogger that you're really hot and you show your titties.
Gamer girl.
Yeah, gamer girl.
Yeah, if you're a gamer
titties.
girl, bro.
That's
easy.
what we should do.
Here, just get a
Life
big
is
job,
easy.
Leonzo.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just go trans and join
Transition,
the LGBTQ
yeah.
like plus XYZ.
That's the move.
If anyone doesn't know, I hate that community. I just want
Oh,
to
Jesus.
I,
Jeez.
I'm-
You gotta cut that out.
I'm not
You
cutting
gotta
that out.
cut that
Fuck that.
They're gonna kill you, bro. They're gonna eat you up and speech you
You're gonna
out.
eat your ass.
We've been like really trying really hard to stay up against like politics, but like I don't want to
Zombies.
say that right now. Like I just hate that community. Y'all are so
Bruh.
toxic.
Like in what aspect? Aspect? Like what aspect?
Just how they act.
Yeah, just how they act. Like they're so toxic.
Like, do you have anything against?
I have nothing against gay people. I have nothing against
Yeah.
transgender people. It's the community. I have gay friends. They're Jacob, whatever. But
Bruh. Kill yourself.
Jacob's not gay. But
I think it's also
Only for the homies.
only for the homies.
No,
Give the man some claps. He knows what's up.
me personally, it doesn't affect me too much.
As long as you're not trying to
So
suck
it
my
doesn't.
peen.
It doesn't. It doesn't bother me that much, but yeah, I can understand
Also-
where the frustration comes from people for sure.
Yeah, so that's the most Chad thing you've ever said.
As long as you don't try. I legitimately have. We'll just do this before we end the podcast. I want everyone to know I do not care if you're gay. I do not have any opinions on gay marriage. I don't think the government should have any control over marriage. Like, who gives a fuck? It's just when you go to a Catholic bakery and demand them to make your
You mean
cake.
Christian? It was just a Christian,
Either way, it's Christian,
like
Catholic,
just
whatever.
non-denominational.
If you go to a bakery and
Bottom line,
demand that they make your cake,
not even that. Like, it's just America was kind of, they got away from Britain for religious freedom. Like, they didn't want to be prosecuted. So to kind of undermine things like that, just kind of, and I'm not trying to get political, but America started, like, our separation was one of the reasons was religious prosecution. People wanted to believe what they wanted to believe, and kind of had to get a way to do that. And I feel like cases like this kind of makes us go backwards in a way,
yeah, let people do what they want. Don't go
Just-
somewhere
As
expecting.
long as it isn't hurting anyone else.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
You don't need that cake. Go to a gay, like go to Walmart. Literally go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh God, where were we? Like, the end of this has just spiraled out of control.
That's why we're gonna end it here. So as everyone should remember, you can follow Jacob actually on Twitch at Ewwph. I'll put a link in the description because he just started streaming recently, right, Jacob?
Hell yeah.
And that is Ewwph.
No.
That was
EEWPH. Whoops, my bad.
PH. Well, it'll be in description. You can see it there. I'll definitely put a link in this. Please follow him. He streams me streaming sometimes because he's really cool.
I think I might start a YouTube page
And if Garrett,
eventually.
if Garrett does, we'll definitely have him. We'll have that in the description if he does do it, and he'll probably be on more podcasts. And if you guys want Connor on and Jacob on and Garrett on, I mean they're gonna be on more
You
anyway.
can follow me on Instagram at
If you don't want us on, just say it.
CMR.
That's all
You
gotta
don't.
They definitely do want you on more podcasts. People love Jacob.
My
You love
link
Connor.
of my
Who
OnlyFans
doesn't?
will be in the description.
Yeah, Connor's only fans will be in the description. This is really spiraling the last.
It's
like,
really
30
hot.
minutes.
Please, I need
I'm a
money.
tier 3 sub.
a tier 3 sub to OnlyFans.
To
Yeah, to my
Connors, yeah.
OnlyFans. Yeah,
Alrighty.
should be too, Lianza.
If you donate to the Patreon,
Gotta support the
I'll
homies.
If you donate to the
gotta support
Patreon,
the
yeah. Patreon is gonna be in the link. Obviously, I'll make sure it's in, even though Bill keeps forgetting. And it's a call out to you, Bill. Fuck you for going to sleep at a normal time. It's 3 a.m. right now. You should be awake.
Yeah, it's gamer
Yeah,
time.
you should
Come
be
on.
gaming.
It's craft time, boys. We're gonna end the podcast here. It was a good one, and we'll see you guys later.
All right.